really fun to like give and receive gifts, but budgeting for them and how much you can afford, what you're gonna give to people can be tricky, especially when you think about it too late. I did want to talk about budgeting for gifts this year because I have not done this on this channel yet, and I do think that it's really important to talk about budgeting. I'm also going to talk about some gift ideas in this video. It doesn't all have to be like a tangible gift. Personally, I don't like things. I don't like receiving gifts. I like shared experiences. I enjoy like quality time with people. So we're going to get into that after we talk a little bit about budgeting. I am not going to tell you how much you should spend. I am not going to tell you how much you should save. I am not a financial advisor. I just want to talk about the importance of budgeting. There are lots of resources out there, I'm sure, you know, YouTube videos, people putting together spreadsheets and how you can like budget for this and save for this, keep track of it all. I just want to talk about how important it is and encourage you to get a spreadsheet, get a list, keep track of what you've spent. And there is a video that I watched that I really enjoyed because she actually builds out a spreadsheet in the vlog, and she's talking about like keeping track of the gifts that she's purchased for people, and not just like who it's for and what it is, but also where she bought it, how much she paid for it, when it's shipping, and when it's estimated to be delivered, that kind of thing, because it also helps you keep track of what's, you know, what's not here yet and whether or not you've wrapped it yet. So I will link that video in the description box. So I just want to encourage you not to go into debt to give people gifts. I think that there are alternatives to that. I don't think that a gift always has to be a tangible object, and I don't think that it always has to be a certain price point. I know that there are people out there that believe that, and that's fine. It's just not what my opinion is, and I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So just get to know the people that you're getting gifts for. Understanding the people that you are exchanging gifts with, I think understanding them will allow you to give a better gift, because you'll know what's important to them, what they like and what they don't like, the kind of things that they value and the things that they don't. My family has not exchanged gifts in years because we like to throw our money into one pot and we save it for a trip or a shared experience, and that is always more fun for us. So if we go on a cruise, like a Disney cruise, that's a shared experience, and that's our gift to each other. Is not like we're paying for each other's cruise, but it's something that we're doing together as our gift. Does that make sense? So we're still like, we're getting a vacation, which is great because we all need those. We need a break from reality, we need a break from work, but at the same time, like, this is something that we're doing together, so that makes it a gift, but it's also like an experience, so it's not like a tangible object that's going to end up taking up space in your home that you're never going to use or look at, or maybe even just give away because you don't want it. If you're worried about sticking to a budget and you've got like a huge family, maybe suggest something like a Secret Santa or a white elephant, because then instead of buying a gift for everybody, you're buying one gift, and there are rules for like budgets for it, and you get to have the experience of exchanging them, which I think is really fun. So if you don't do something like that already, I would suggest, you know, thinking about Secret Santa or white elephant. But I do think that it's important to budget for gifts, because there are those people in your life that are so important to you that you want to get them something. And that's a totally normal feeling. It's totally normal to want to do that for the important people in your life. But at some point, you kind of have to draw the line and tell yourself and your budget, this is not in the budget. I can't get a gift for everybody. So that's what I'm trying to stress here, the importance of the budget. So now I just want to talk about some gift alternatives, because I'm done preaching about the budget thing now. I want to talk about quality time. Time is one of the most valuable things that we have because it's so limited. We only have so much time. And so I think that planning time with someone, quality time with someone, is much more valuable than an object or a thing. So even if you can't plan a trip to go somewhere, maybe you live, you know, continents away from each other, or it's impossible for you to travel for whatever reason, text messages, FaceTime, like schedule a Zoom meeting. I mean, something like that where you actually get to see them and spend time with them, I think is really valuable, because it shows that you do care, because you're dedicating some of your time to them. Maybe you live closer together, and so maybe you don't have a ton of time, but you have time to grab a meal together. Just dedicate that time to, you know, being with them and being present with them. Put the phone away and just kind of be present and spend time with them. I think that that can be really valuable. You could plan a trip together. I know that's really big. You could also just plan to share an experience together. So going to a concert or a movie or a pumpkin patch or something that you do together, even if it's just like, let's run errands together and spend the day together doing something, because it's that quality time that you're spending with each other. And of course, it's sort of weird to kind of phrase yourself as, I'm your gift, spend time with me. But at the same time, if it's someone that you know and you love and they're valuable to you, but you know that they don't like tangible objects, I'm talking about myself. If someone wants to get me a gift, I want time with them. I don't want something from them. If you're still hung up on the I want to give you something, but you're constrained on budget, maybe think about making them something. Can you make them something? Are you an artist? Can you draw or paint something or create something for them? Maybe think about something you can create for someone as a gift, because it's something that you make, so it's not something you even buy. I think making something for someone is even more precious and thoughtful than just something that you find in a store. If you have plants, if you're like a plant parent, can you propagate plants and give them as gifts? Because this is something that you already have, right? And so if you're worried about budget, you already have it. If you're doing a good job growing this little plant that you have, you can propagate it probably, depending on the plant that you have. But I think that that's a great idea. I know some people, myself included, like I love plants. They bring me a lot of joy, and it's something that you grew, which is really cool. So, and even better if you know what you're doing with plants and you can provide your expertise to the person that you're giving the plant. I think that, you know, it's not just like, hey, here's a plant. It's, hey, here's a plant and a really cute planter. And also, if you ever need help taking care of your plants, just let me know, because I know what I'm doing. Going back to the time idea. But this is less quality time and more like, let me do you a favor sort of thing. If you're really handy, or like with tools, or if you are really good at painting walls, maybe just offer your time, like, hey, I have 2 hours on this Saturday, and if you want, I can help you install that new closet system. Or like, I know you've really wanted your laundry room painted. Would you like me to help you with that? I think that offering services to somebody is so valuable, because they don't have to do it themselves. Maybe they don't have time. Maybe they don't want a stranger in their house painting their house. It's very personal, because they're allowing you into their home and they're allowing you to help with a project that means a lot to them. And sometimes it's something they can't do themselves. And I think that makes it even more valuable and priceless. If you hate all of those ideas, ask them what they want. If you can't come up with anything, it never hurts to ask somebody, what do you want as a gift for Christmas? Because, I mean, you have to know in your mind, here's my budget, here's my boundary, I can't go past this. And so if they say something totally outlandish, you know that that's totally out of line. But they know what they need and what they want, and if you listen closely enough throughout the year, they may say, you know, here's something I've been thinking about lately, or I saw this really cool product as an Instagram ad and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. People drop hints. And so if you pay attention, or if you just straight up ask them, what do you want as a Christmas gift? It doesn't have to be a surprise, does it? I mean, I don't think so. If all else fails, They don't give you any ideas. You don't have any ideas. Look to yourself. Think about the things that have changed your life. The products in your life that have changed your life and made it better. You get to say, this has made my life better, easier, whatever. And so you get to share that with them so they know that you care about their quality of life. You can also think about the things that they use all the time. If you know that they go to the same nail salon or hair salon, you can get them a gift certificate. You can offer to pay for one of their subscription services for a month or a year or whatever you can afford, you know, get a gift certificate for that they can put on there. Or maybe it's something that they don't use but they would like to use, they just don't have it in their budget. Maybe that's a gift that you can give to them. It doesn't have to be a tangible thing. And I think people struggle with things that they can't wrap. But those are my favorite kinds of gifts, are the gifts that you don't wrap. That it doesn't have to be wrapped. That's the point I'm trying to make. And also the importance of budgeting. Just budget for it. Think about it. I'm gonna link some resources for the how to budget process because I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want to tell you how to budget, but I have found some helpful resources. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in the description box to check those out. And if you think of anything else that I forgot, if there's something you want to suggest, leave it in a comment and then we can all see that. But that's going to be it for today's VlogsGiving video, and you guys will see me in another video tomorrow. Bye!